Reverend Raph and Beer Buddy, rocking round the world. What is happening, everybody? I am the Reverend Raph, joined once again by my good friend Kyle, aka the Beer Buddy.
What's going on, everybody?
We are the Two Dudes Who Talk Music, and we are back today with another episode of what's becoming rapidly my favorite series of on the channel here, Rockin Round The World. Look, we love doing our reactions, we love doing our interviews, but this series has just been such an absolute revelation for me. It has opened up so many cool bands from all sorts of corners of the world, which we cannot get enough of. So what we do with this series, if you don't know, is see this map up here with all of these metal bands on it, all these pins on it. That's metal bands from all over the world. We hit the randomizer. The idea is it's going to find us some random metal band from a random country. We want to try and avoid Australia, America, Canada, the UK, whatever, because we're already kind of familiar with those metal scenes and what's going on over there. We want to try and find bands from countries we've not checked out before. So if we've checked them out before in the series, we'll skip, or if it's kind of a region that we're already familiar with, we'll skip it, try and find something else. We'll give the randomizer a few spins. If that doesn't work, we'll pick a country that we've not picked before and have a listen. So let's dive into it and see what we get.
Because last week was awesome.
Oh, it was killer. That was killer. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Czechia fucking stoner, whatever. Come on, mate.
Stoner doom metal. Fuck yeah, dude.
This thing is not behaving today. This thing is not really behaving at all today. Come on.
Computer says no.
Computer says no. Come on, you silly thing. Maybe let me refresh it. Maybe it's been a bit fucky today for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I'm tired. Maybe the website's tired.
Yeah, maybe the website's tired.
Come on.
It's not even putting the pins up. The pins are gone.
Oh no. Is this whole thing crashing? What's going on? There we are.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, random.
Considering how long the pins took. Pins
yeah, I know. Maybe it's having a bit of ding.
Oh, here we go.
Ukraine. Have we done Ukraine before?
I think we might need to check, but I'm pretty sure we have. Let me just have a look because I got it up.
You have a quick look on that. But even if we have already done Ukraine,
we could do another one. I can't see
Keepleer 18. Well, we did say we want to try and avoid repeating ourselves at least within a year of the thing. Is this the goal? Have we done Ukraine?
I can't see Ukraine there.
Okay, well, look, here's what we're going to do. We are going to pause while we double check if we've done Ukraine or not, and B, if we haven't, we'll find some music from these guys. If we have already done Ukraine, we'll find another country, and we'll be right back with you, okay? Here we go. I'm going to pause it, and we'll be back with you in a second. All right, we are back, although it's just been an instant for you, and we found them. So we found these guys. They are on Spotify. They are all over Spotify with a bunch of albums, so if you dig what you hear today, you can go and check out. There's plenty of back catalogue. We have gone for their latest release on Spotify, which is K452B.
Cool.
But the band is called Keepleer 18. The album K452B. These guys are a sludge metal band from Ukraine. Yeah. And we're going to be checking out their song Vitir. Again, as always with this, we go in as blind as we can because we don't want to taint our listening experience.
It's got to be organic. It's got to be an organic reaction for everyone
reaction
out
there. So we're going to check this out, be pausing as we go through, give you our thoughts and opinions. Sinister start. I like it. Almost printer sounds.
Yeah, the old school one, laser printer. Whoa. Scared me.
That's nasty, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, if King Parrot turned into a sludge band.
I was going to say it's a little bit of King Parrot vibes there. Just you take if you take King Parrot and you drop it into your your Pro Tools and you just stretch it out a bit,
slow it right down.
Slow it down without fucking with the pitch. I feel like it'd be pretty close to this.
Oh yeah.
I'm digging it though. I am like the production is obviously rough.
Yeah, it's raw as shit.
That comes with the territory for being sludge metal. It's a bit like black metal. It's one of those things. Like you need to. I don't think you'll ever get a sludge metal band that has pristine production. It feels like the two are not.
I'm really yet to find one.
If anyone knows of any sludge metal bands that have really, really clear and crisp production, please let us know because I'd love to check it out and see what that sounds like. But besides the point, like the riffage is there, the energy's there.
Yeah.
The vocals are very like high strained style vocals, which not always my thing. Not always my thing. So
I agree.
But there's a lot to offer here. There's a lot to offer.
Good platform, very good platform. Hopefully they're still going. The last stuff that came out was 2021. Hopefully they're still going.
Yeah, I think I'm keen to see if where else the song goes. So we'll dive back into it, but yeah. So I think we're getting something new there.
Yeah.
I want to see if have we got any lyrics here? I wonder. Do they give us lyrics over here? I don't generally use Spotify, so I'm not.
Yeah. I don't think they do. Spotify don't generally give you lyrics.
Okay. No worries. Look, I'm digging it, man. The riffs are chunky.
Man. Great bass lines.
The bass
lines. Like the bass line is thick.
That's a nice fat distorted bass sound. I'm really, really digging that. But yeah, like we'll keep going. We'll see where this next section
see where
takes
this change goes.
I feel like we're either gonna get a fast thrashier section or we're gonna get like a really like a heavy breakdown kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm really hoping it's a fast thrashier section. Been very breakdowny so far.
Yeah. A bit more laid back tempo wise.
Big power hits, like just really straight on the drums. Let's get some fucking flavor in there.
Let's roll the dice. Printer core. when they bring back the nasty riff but slower.
Yeah.
And I love that they brought back the little like printer or whatever those mechanical sounds were in there for a moment. Like,
I will spew a little bit though.
Okay.
I think sludge bands do miss out on a bit with this cleaner production because it's sludge and it's so big on the drums and it's that real slow, heavy hitting tempo. I feel like a thicker production value just to really sort of sit it into your chest a bit more.
Yeah, a bit more impact on the drums there. And
because I guarantee you go see these guys live, it'll borderline, like that breakdown comes in, you borderline got to shit yourself. You know what I mean? Like it's just going to be, like it just, the transfer doesn't happen. And unfortunately, I'm not going to get to go see, you know what I mean? The chances of me seeing these are very... So just that little step up in production, especially for the people overseas that aren't going to get the opportunity to see you, it just broadens your market so much more. I get that it's a thing.
Yeah. I think potentially the same problem that we often encounter with a lot of smaller bands of the live energy not necessarily transferring to the recording process. So I can get that.
It could be budget. You know, we don't know what's happened here and stuff like that. But this is one you'd probably catch me going out to see these guys on the regular if they were from Australia. Like,
I think there's a lot to like there, and it is, production wise. Yeah, I mean the guitars feel maybe a little too choked. I feel like they could be maybe ringing a bit more and like getting a bit of a fuller sound in places because it feels like they've gone for that, like, I mean, last week, right? We had us like a stoner like metalcore band on there last week. I feel like these guys sound like they're trying to get the same kind of guitar tone, but not quite hitting it. And so
but you're never going to get that without a good production.
So maybe it feels a little muted and sort of choked by comparison on that. But again, like we try and look beyond a lot of the production stuff. It's still worth commenting on, I think, because we like to offer that sort of analysis and critique with these videos. But
I think that's more of the critique that we're making here at the moment is more of a poke at to the idea of sludge metal has to be recorded in a certain way. That's more my poke. It's like I get it.
The same discussion that we've had about black metal. The same discussion we've had about black metal.
If you just made it look for just the consumer value as people that may not be able to get out to your shows, you're limiting yourself.
Yeah,
it's like shooting yourself in the foot.
And look, I will say as well, the vocals I would love if we were getting something different from the vocals. Like if it wasn't layering. Go away, ad. You're not getting ads from us. Go away.
No.
I think the vocals constantly being up here is starting to grate on me a little bit.
Oh, he's gassed. You can hear him. He's starting to get gassed towards the end there. This feels like it was recorded in one go.
Like, so I'm wondering if maybe a bit more variety in the vocals might help him out a bit too. But just me thinking out loud. We weren't there in the room. We don't know what decisions were made and why they were made that way.
Yeah.
We can only have a listen now and give our sort of thoughts and feedback. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's see where else we're going here. That was a nice solo. Okay.
Man, there's so much potential there. There's just oozing potential there.
There is. I think I'm gonna have to check out a couple more songs just to see if I want to,
Yeah.
if they're the kind of thing that I might stick with. Because look, I mean, if I'm just going off that, I don't know if I'd really listen to too much more of it. But we'll see. I got to listen to some more songs and figure out if that's like maybe that's a bit of a not a B-side necessarily, but maybe that one's not one of their best tracks. Maybe something else has a bit more energy. I don't know. That's the only one we've heard so far. We pick one and away we go. But look, there's definitely a lot of potential there. Like you said, I think that I would have made some different production decisions as we kind of addressed already. I like to say that guitar solo was really nice. Like that was very, very well done.
Yeah.
It's challenging. It's extremely challenging to solo over something that slow.
Well, then it just becomes a whole bunch of messes. It just becomes a mess of bends and fucking.
Yeah. But like it's something that's got that kind of laid back pace. If you're going to solo over that, you really got to nail every note in exactly the right place. Timing wise and pitch wise, you got to really nail your bends and just so that the solo doesn't get boring. And it still sings and takes you on a bit of a journey, which that really did. That was so well composed as a guitar solo. Props on that.
Yeah, well,
props on that. I know we haven't always, we've been a little bit critical at times on this kind of thing, and that happens sometimes. But I don't want to think that we're like shitting on it or anything.
No shit, no, dude. The fact that you got to go that slow, like you said, when you go on that tempo. Your guitar has to accent all those parts because it's such a straight drum beat. It doesn't really it doesn't change for that section. So when it's got to accent on the offbeats, it's got to pull from the straightness, and they done it perfectly. They're a fucking good band.
Oh, that's great.
I would go see these lot live because I feel like if you saw them live, it'd be a completely different ball game.
Yeah, definitely. I think live they'd be a bit more of an interesting listen. But hey, let us know what you guys thought down in the comments. That's what they're there. We love hearing from you guys. Are you from the Ukraine? Have you seen this band play before? Can you offer us any any context that maybe we missed in just this one listen to this one song? We'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't, downvote the shit out of it. And remember, my name is Raf. This is the beer buddy Kyle. That was Keepleer 18 with Vitir. Stay cool, look after each other, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel, and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.